Hi Capricorn, welcome to your new moon in Virgo reading for September 15th, 2023. New moons bring in new cycles, and the direction that this reading is going in is the number 5 people, the loving man. So there can be a male in your life who has maybe something really nice for you, who may help you to balance out a situation or bring change. 5 is the energy of change. So this can be an important male in your life who is loving and who doesn't like loving people, who want to instigate change. So that's the direction that the reading is going in, but your focus for the next 2 weeks is the Tower, and that can be destruction, chaos, calamity, conflict, breakdown, it says on the card. For me, though, I mean, yes, it can be things that break down. I had the Tower card come up when my toilet backed up. It can be something that simple, and, there's somebody around who wants to help you fix it. It can be something that simple. It doesn't have to be tragic. But it is things that are a little bit on shaky ground, and they get shooken up a little bit, right? There's an instance where something happens, and like my toilet, somebody flushed too much toilet paper down the toilet, right? I have a septic tank. So it messed things up, and I couldn't do laundry for a couple of days. It's that kind of energy. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be scary. But what it does do is it makes you aware of something, right? So it really kind of brings epiphanies. It can bring you a freedom of some sort, because the Tower in the tarot deck, there's no door at the bottom. There was no way out of this situation, and the Tower is the unexpected. It's the hand of God that wipes away what is no longer necessary in your life. And it fixes things, right? It sets you free. And again, it helps you to see what maybe you were not able to before. Okay? So don't be afraid of the Tower. It's not always that simple. Sometimes it can be cataclysmic, but not always. So never fear the Tower. And like I said, it's always something that allows you to rebuild on solid ground. Now you know it, right? Now you get it. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. You have the 5 of Pentacles. These are challenges we face together. You can be, maybe this is a loving man that you are facing it with. Maybe he's somebody who, again, 2 5, so that is a change. It's instability that pushes us to find stability. Okay? 5 of Pentacles is challenges we face together. This can be financial, but it can also be health-wise, or it can just be the mentality of lack, right? It's kind of like outside looking in. You're outside in the cold, and everybody else has a warm home. Everybody else has a fireplace. Everybody else is cozy watching TV, and I'm stuck out here. It's that kind of energy. But again, it pushes us to find, it pushes us to find something more stable. Now, you have the 10 of Pentacles, so this is a nice transition. We're moving from lack to a lot. The 10 of Pentacles can be negotiations, financial negotiations. It's community, but it's also daily living costs, daily life. And it's tough out there, folks. Money is, the financial system is changing, and that this brings about change. We're looking for stability. I mean, maybe you can find it in community, whatever that is to you, whether that's familial or neighborhood, or the town, the city that you live in. People can gather, people can converse. These are your daily activities. These are people and situations that and the conversations that you have as you're going through your day, whatever that is for you. but it's also inheritance, and it's also a lot of money, maximum money. It can be your legacy, what you want to leave behind, right? And maybe we're considering that here. Maybe we are holding back our financial spending in order to have something for the future, in order to pay it forward to our children or our community in some sense. Because we are talking about the loving man here. So it can be somebody in family who's saying, here, let me help you. Let me give you a helping hand, Capricorn. This is you and how you're dealing with the whole situation. You are the Four of Swords. So there is an emphasis on activity with the Four of Swords. However, this is more of a mental activity. It can be sometimes paperwork and graphs and that sort of thing. But for me, it's really you could use a rest. And perhaps you were feeling unwell here, right? The Five of Pentacles is unstable health. So maybe you were caught a cold. Maybe there was some instability where health is concerned and you're like, okay, let me take myself out for a while. Let me get some rest. But in the meantime, I'm planning. And at the right time, I'm going to pick up that sword and go into action. So the body may be at a rest, but the mind is probably very active. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So this is a very discerning energy. Again, both cards are mental. These are physical attributes, right? The physical world, health and finance. These are the mental attributes. So the Queen of Swords is somebody who uses a lot of discernment. She has a critical eye. She's probably pretty good at spotting somebody who's not telling the truth. She's all about her truth. She's great with details. This is my Virgo card. She's great with fine print, all the details. She's a sharp mind. She can learn things very quickly. May have a gift for language, right? So this can be you. But also she can be a bit harsh sometimes and overly critical. It doesn't feel that way to me yet, but we'll look there. And just because I have the Four of Swords there, and that's very much repose, right? Rest and repose. Okay, so Two of Wands. I'm telling you, this card comes up almost every reading I've done so far. We're at the beginning stages, and as this is a new moon, it's a new cycle. So there can be some choices to make in front of you. If you think of the Ace of Wands as a new passion, this is the card of saying, well, where am I going to take that new passion to, right? I have a passion for let's say, speaking in public. Like the Queen of Swords would be a very good orator. What would I want to speak about, right? This is the Two of Wands. I know I want to be a public speaker, but, you know, what's my stand? What's my stance? What am I going to speak on? What am I going to speak about? That's kind of the Two of Wands energy for me. Okay, so there's choices here. And there's some more choices. The Two of Cups. Okay. So these are this would be passion, and this would be emotion, right? The Two of Cups is our mirrored desire, somebody that mirrors our inner desire, something that we really, really want. I'm going to have to get more information on that. This could be partnerships, and this can be bonds. And where do we want them to go? What are we looking to, how are we going to put that out in the world? What do we want to do with this particular bond? Let's say it's romantic, right? Where would we want to live? Where would we want to raise our family? That kind of energy. All right, let's try and pull this together because it feels a little bit disjointed, which means for me that there can be a lot of things going on around you. Maybe this is not one particular story, although we are dealing with the loving man here. And for me, this feels like the Tower moment, but it doesn't have to be, because this is critical thinking, right? So information can come in that will change our course, and then we have some decisions to make here. It's kind of like you've established something, but we need and now you're looking for the next big thing. Interesting. That might be for somebody in particular. Okay. Protective energy here. This is biding your time, right? So I have taken money from, let's say, my savings account that I was really counting on, but I'm putting it towards something that I know, like investing it in something that I know will deliver money. I'm protecting my money, right? Taking out of this account, putting it in here to protect my wealth. Something like that. Can be protecting your health, but it's also biding your time. So these are all the experiences you've had, right? With your passion going forward, let's say. And this is sort of the walking wounded card. I've seen it, I've been there, I've done it, and I'm well informed now. And so I will be a little more careful as to when to take money out or when to do this particular thing. Biding your time, right? Making sure that it's the proper timing, the proper place, the proper yield, whatever it is that you're doing. It's a general reading, so it's different for everybody. But it probably has something to do with finances and health and the loving man, right? You may be the loving man, or you may be involved with the loving man. But again, it's 5, right? So it's somebody who instigates change. Wow, you have another sword. Okay, so you're definitely being very mental about things, and you want to see things clearly, right? So this is my detective card, and he's really going, and understandably so, because he's been through the ringer. He's been through this stuff already. He's seen it, and he's protective over family, over finances, over health, over situations. The Page of Swords is going to do detective work. He's going to look into situations and clear up any questions he has before he picks up that 4th sword and takes action. Both cards, very discerning, searching for clarity, with a critical eye. There's no emotion coming into this scenario for you. It's all logic and reason. Yeah, so there is this new venture. There's definitely a new venture, a new adventure, or a new venture that you can be considering. And you are looking into partnerships. And so you may be also looking into the details here, because remember, she's very good with the fine print, with the details. This is taking a leap of faith. You're going to make a decision. The two twos, right? Is it this or is it that? On, off, black, white, yes, no. The Fool is saying, okay, I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to go ahead and take this leap, and I will deal with the challenges and rewards as they come. Okay. That's nice. I think that's nice. This can be anticipating, right? Because we're in a kind of overprotective mode. And at some point, we figure out the specifics of the situation, and then we are like, okay, I'll take that leap. I'll do it. I'll make that partnership. I'll say yes or no. But it feels a bit like a yes to me with the Fool card. If it was negatively aspected with the Fool, it could be a foolish choice. But both cards, I think, are fairly positive. And why do I say that? Because this is a card of somebody's mirrored desire, right? So maybe the loving man, right? want to get married? There's that kind of energy. And you're kind of like, well, I don't know. There's, some financial crisis going on, or I'm not feeling so great these days. Is this really a good time? And then at some point you're just like, you know what? Yes, let's do this. It's kind of that energy. And of course, it's your own personal scenario. But there is this pact, this bond, this partnership that we might be saying yes to here. As things find stability, right? This is instability, but then you have the 10, and maybe somebody helps you out, and you're like, okay, now I can go into this business. Now I can go into this partnership, and maybe this is the partner, right? He gives you half of what you need for this business deal, and you're then looking into all the specifics, all the fine print, that sort of thing. Nice. Ooh, okay, what does Spirit want you to know? You have the Star card. Really nice. Hope, faith, renewal, definite renewal here, and especially where this is concerned, going from 5 to 10, it's like you get that other half, right? Somebody's looking out for you. On the negative side, it is disappointment, despair, and uninspired. But I don't really see that here. I don't. Uninspired may be here, but it seems to me like you get that leg up, you get that help. It seems to me. This is, the future looks very good. Things are under a lucky star. You are being led to where you need to go. It's a lovely, lovely card. And there is a little bit of vulnerability that comes along with this card, but we have hope. Hope springs eternal, so they say. Okay, I hope this has been helpful, I hope. Thank you for listening, and I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Again, a very, very hopeful, happy new moon. Thanks for listening. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. It helps me. It keeps me motivated. I do love doing these. I just want to help. Thanks for listening. Take good care. Bye.